Thank you. Welcome. Now,
let's do this.
This week, we take the grand tour on a journey through history.
Here we go!
And I was using this vote.
Get out of the way. Get a bloody move on.
Traction control, diff lock, down your cup.
3, 2, 1, away. Yeah! Let's do this.
Right, it's time for your reign of terror to end. 3, 2, 1, go! Oh no! All right, hurry up!
And now it's time for me to win as I get rid.
Let's do this.
Taking up the slack.
There might be a really bad jolt, so be careful.
3, 2, 1, go.
Taking up the slack.
There might be a really bad jolt, so be careful.
3, 2, 1, go.
I've won another test. I've won both of them.
How have you worked that out?
Well, 600 RPM, OK? And I did the best in the village.
You destroyed the village.
Listen, let's not get bogged down with that. We must now move on to what typically happens.
Hurry up!
Whichever one is the fastest from here to the
Get out of the way.
trio and the lightest of the trio. Probably not now, but it was.
3, 2, 1, go. Oh, keep your foot in it now. Savage acceleration.
My Lego!
Get a bloody move on. Here we go!
the standard.
Hurry up! Here we go!
And ceramic wheel bearings, like you get on a race car.
Go. For God's sake. Look at that for a tidy line. Oh, God. Whoops. Drive carefully. That will do. Yeah. Oh God, that looks tricky. I love speeding. Yes! Oh no. Drive carefully. Drive fast. Come on, turn. Now we go on to the really fast bit. Look at that for a tiny line. Whoops. Yes.
On top of all that, the 8-speed gearbox also needed beefing up. And so did the four-wheel drive system.
Get out of the way.
So, here's the question.
Get a bloody move on.
Long Ellington Blighty. If you go beyond the limit.
Good. Have a go, Bill Foster. Speed is the answer. Oh, God. That's what you'll do. God, that was tricky. It is quite scary from here.
The answer is to stay within the limits, and in this car, that's no hardship.
Let's do this.
Hurry up! Talking about hurricanes anymore, I do think we should find out how fast it goes round the Ebola drone.
It's gone.
It's like a race car. It
Well,
rides like one. You can see it.
that's the extraordinary thing, how well it drives on the road, because it's all like that. Anyway, that's the top 10 of our leaderboard, and there's the Jag waiting to see where it goes on. Or does it indeed get onto that list at all? Let's find out. Let's move it up. Ooh.
Hell, hang on a minute. It's faster than a GT3 RS.
Here we go! We pick up the story with what typically happens.
Let's do this.
All set off in different directions.
Yeah. Yeah. We're off.
I have the biggest engine, 3.2 litres, 5 cylinders, and not only is it strong enough to pull a train, literally, it's also the engine they use in the transit van. And those, as anyone who's ever been on a motorway knows, have a top speed of more than what you... I go through here. Oh, yeah.
I am racing a pickup truck off-road in Wales to refuel a helicopter. Oh, I am erect.
Turn it and right. This test, if you think about it, it is rather pertinent that we are filming this in the UK because a couple of years when Brexit has really caught up with us, there will be a civil war and you will need pickup trucks to survive. Go. The grip from the four-wheel drive system and the wider track and the Michelin cut tyres absolutely bobbles your eyes. It's phenomenal. Couple of years when Brexit has really caught up with us, there will be a civil war and you will need pickup trucks to survive. Go. The grip from the four-wheel drive system and the wider track and the Michelin cut tyres absolutely bobbles your eyes. It's phenomenal.
It can take some punishment, this thing. That's what you want. Utility.
Way.
Oh, I have a compass. This is a piece of cake. Now, Relone viewers, I will admit I'm not feeling entirely confident about this. 2.3-litre engine in my Mercedes is very robust and will last for 1,000 years. It's not what you'd call powerful, but there might be a few aerodynamic issues as well. But anyway, I'm going to go in D on the basis that Mercedes knows better than me.
Don't think that this Amarok is really designed for freedom fighters in Africa and the Middle East. I think it's aimed more at surveyors in England.
Get a bloody move on.
No way! Hurry up! No!
I'm now in the lead! I'm doing winning!
No, that's the compound. Damn it!
There's the helicopter, and once again the Amarok is victorious.
Is that barrel gonna...
Here we go! It is inevitable in the developing world that one day all pickup trucks end up being used as...
Get a bloody move on.
The soldier of fortune, dogs of war.
Not scared, the spaniel of war is what it is.
Go. Well, that's remarkable. I have been clever. Easy. I'm winning. This is just brilliant. This is a piece of cake. Well, that's remarkable. Oh, I shouldn't feel so good, but it does. Easy. I'm winning. This is a piece of cake. Well, that's remarkable. This is just brilliant. Easy. I have been clever. Yay!
Rambo May had missed all the barn doors, all of the bus, and all of the soldiers. So, with a score of 0 to beat, Arnold Hammondenegger was fit.
Get out of the way.
Up. I am standing up.
Oh, he loves that.
Ha! Ha!
Welcome to Richard Hammond's usual weekend.
Again. Yeah. This really is fantastic. Oh, I was born to do this. I shall be victorious. Brilliant. Brilliant. It is mighty. Thank you. Yeah. Oh, yeah. This is just the best. I shall be victorious. Oh, I will. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. Oh, yeah. Oh, dear God.
I had a bit of gun trouble, I'll not lie.
Well, here's some more news.
Yes?
General
Let's do this.
suddenly remembered. Remember when we were in Jordan?
Get a bloody move on.
Ah! That's what I've got. A 50 cal. Lock and load. Yeah.
Go. Looking good. Oh, I say that's really good. It's incredible. Absolutely spectacular. How clever is that? Skillful work. Look at me. I was very brave. This is absolutely brilliant. Excellent. I think it's very good. Come on, yes, look at this. This is staggering. Oh yeah, pretty good. Oh, yes, joy of joys. Genius. Absolutely spectacular. Skillful work. Oh yeah, pretty good. I was very brave. This is staggering. I think it's very good. Let's go. Deep boot. Oh. Yeah, how clever is that? Hurry up! Here we go!
Naught.
Right. You really got nothing.
Yep.
That's it. OK, so after all of that, what is our conclusion, gentlemen?
Can we do a sensible one?
Yeah.
See, the thing is, that Mercedes Nissan you had, it did have a wobbly back end, and I just don't think that's good enough, actually, in a pickup truck. I really don't. The Volkswagen is very good, but pickup trucks are working tools, and it's just a bit too posh. You wouldn't want to get into it in muddy boots, so I don't think that will work.
So
really.
it's the Ford, then? It's the cheapest?
It is the cheapest, and it's, I think, the best looking, and it is actually the one I'd have.
You'd have the Ford?
Yeah.
So
and
we
you'd have
both
the
have
Ford.
the Ford.
Yeah.
We'd have the Ford. James, what would you have?
I wouldn't have a pickup truck.
Yes, I know, but in this test of pickup trucks, which one would you have? Which are you going for?
None of them. I wouldn't have one.
No, I know, but we're testing pickups, so which pickup truck of the three would you have?
I wouldn't have a pickup truck.
We've just spent, I don't know, 20 minutes reviewing these pickup trucks. The ladies and gentlemen would like to know which is the best.
Yes, I've come to a conclusion on behalf of the ladies and gentlemen, which is don't have a pickup truck.
James, you have a powerful imagination. Use it. Let's pretend. OK, come with me on a journey. We'll warm your imagination up. Imagine you're an eagle.
OK.
Visualise that you're flying over mountains. Can you feel it? Can you feel the wind in your feathers? It's beautiful, isn't it?
Yeah.
OK, now, imagine you've got a pickup truck. Which one is it?
Why would an eagle have a pickup
No!
truck?
No, I mean, imagine... OK, let's OK, imagine, James May, a pastoral scene. You got it? There's, like, rolling grassy hills, a few sheep around. You're a farmer. You're walking around with your dog at your heel there. sheep all around you.
Can I have Beethoven playing?
Beethoven is playing, obviously, live. There's an old 5-bar gate there. An old oak tree arches over the gate. And under the oak tree is your farmer's pickup truck. Which one is it?
It's not there. I wouldn't have a... Because I wouldn't have a pickup truck. Neither should anybody else. You shouldn't have a
Even
pickup...
in your imagination.
My imagination does not admit a pickup truck. I'm not being stubborn. I know my mind.
Yes,
And I don't want a pickup truck.
And what I know is that you've wasted so much time not choosing a pickup truck and claiming that the Battle of Britain was a draw that we don't have time for the big celebrity duel between Adrian Charles and Howard from the Halifax ads.
Oh, no.
Exactly. And on that terrible disappointment, we must end. Thank you so much for watching. Good night.